how are you today? Let's just start off with high knees like we always do. But today is going to be a quiet day. We're going to focus on balance. And, I read a quote which basically says that in order to relax your mind, you need to relax your body. And in order to relax your body, you need to relax your mind. And that makes a lot of sense to me because, there's this positive feedback loop in which your body is helping your mind escape all of the busyness of your day. And meanwhile, your mind has made a commitment to your body, and this exercise is rejuvenating and is giving back to your mind so that you can be more productive when you stop working out. So, there's this really nice loop going on. I'm gonna go ahead and go into butterfly. Ooh, that feels really nice. I like to warm up and move my body physically a little bit before I do anything sedentary, but we are gonna have a quiet, still, stretching-based, balanced-based workout today. So just breathe in deeply and exhale deeply and rock. Rock and breathe and enjoy it. When I said rock and breathe and I did that, I felt some joy. I felt a wave of joy, and that was not anything I anticipated, but I think I've been holding a few things in, and so it feels good to let those go and to sort of rebalance. From here, I'm gonna put one leg out, and I like to stretch over my bent knee rather than my straight leg. I hold a lot of tightness in my knees, and this feels quite good to me. And then I'm gonna go ahead and reach over. So I'm on my elbow, I'm reaching, so I'm extending all the way from my toe to my hand and stretching my hip at the same time and stretching my knee at the same time. So it's very efficient. Good, and then I'm gonna sit back up and do the other side. So go ahead and put your other knee up, your other leg up. I'm gonna reach down over my knee, forward a little bit, good, and then up. So I'm making a line. It's not quite a straight line from my foot to my tips of my fingers, and leaning over the knee, good. That feels fantastic. And I'm getting warm already, which I love. I'm generally pretty cold, so warming up is part of the fun of working out. So now I'm going to do my figure 4 stretch. So that's and you can do a standing figure 4 if you prefer, and this is a nice balance pose. So you can do it seated or standing. I'm going to go ahead and do standing since I'm working on balance. And just so you can see, I've got my knee slightly bent, so I'm holding my foot up with my bent leg. So I'm gonna do it on the other side. I'm gonna get into that position. I'm gonna hold the balance, bring it in, and breathe in deeply. So this is really a hip stretch more than a knee stretch, but it's also a strength pose, or as they say, a power pose. And if you can, go ahead and reach straight up and release. Controlled release if you can. And then from there, I'm gonna do more of a quad stretch. So I'm gonna put my foot here and I'm gonna get into what they call tree pose. Good, and I'm gonna reach up, arms overhead. This is not easy. This is something that has taken me almost a year to perfect. And it comes from a place of strength and stillness, which means that I have balance between my strength my inner strength and my physical strength, and also balance between my mind and my body. And I didn't know that I could get here. I didn't know that this was possible. I saw that other people could do this, and I just thought they were born with it. Of course, they would say it comes of practice, but I think who has time to practice? But in a year of daily practice, I have been able to harness this strength and this peace and find balance. Controlled release. Yes, nice. And then there's another pose that I have worked really hard on this year that I'm really excited about, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. And all this to say, the balance that you're seeing, I was not born with it. I worked to attain it, and I worked daily. I worked for 10 minutes a day. It was really short work. It was not hard. I just gave myself a little time every day for 1 year, and that worked. That did the trick. 10 minutes a day. I can balance, I'm stronger, I'm more joyful. All the things I wanted out of these daily workouts came to me like a blessing. So I think that if you're willing to give yourself and give your body 10 minutes a day, you won't believe what you can achieve. Not to say that I'm the fittest person in the world, not to say that I'm gonna win at pickleball. I haven't played pickleball this year, so I'm not gonna win at pickleball, but I did what I could for myself on my own terms, and it's paying dividends. So let's go ahead and do dancer's pose, because this one is just a little more challenging. So you want to take your foot behind you and first find your steady position. And right now I'm feeling pretty steady. I'm going to take an inhale here, and then I'm going to kick back and reach forward. Good. And I'm going to find a controlled release and bring it in. And that controlled release is important to me because, you know, I used to just fall out of a pose. And, you know, I'd hold it as long as I could, but I couldn't control the finale, the ending of that pose. And now I can. And that feels good because it's another sign of progress. And I'm not in it necessarily for the progress, but the progress feels good nonetheless, and I do notice it. So let's do the other side. And for a lot of people, one side is easier and one side is harder. So I think my right leg is actually my better leg, if you will. I'm feeling pretty comfortable here right now. I've got my left knee up. I'm gonna reach up. Gonna hold it here just so that I can enjoy this, because this is something. You have to start somewhere. And in fact, if this is too much, just hold onto a chair, hold onto the wall. You can hold on with your hand, and then as you get stronger and as you find peace inside, you can touch with one finger. And then when you don't need that finger anymore, you just pull away and hold. And then I'm gonna reach up and I'm gonna kick it back and reach forward and hold. And then I'm gonna find a controlled release. And there it is. Still just one foot on the floor, and then I bring it in. This is not a cardio workout, but it is a workout because you are developing strength. This requires strength to do. And a lot of the cardio things that we are doing over the course of this year have also been developing balance. So now we're gonna do what I call our pull and reach. And as you can see, I'm on one foot for most of this. So look, there it is. That's how we do that. You really are developing balance when you do this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that feels great. And your heart is getting stronger too. So it's really doing everything for you. It's helping you achieve balance. It's helping you achieve strength. And it's giving you that cardio that your heart really loves. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. That feels really good. I want to go ahead and do a downward dog. I love downward dog, and it just feels really great. So I'm going to start in this position in sort of a runner's lunge, and then I'm going to do a runner's lunge on the other side. And I'm just prepping my back, my arms, and my body for that downward dog. It feels really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and go into my downward dog, making sure that my shoulders are relaxed, that my head is relaxed, and I'm doing my best. A lot of people can do this pose with their feet flat on the floor, and I can't do that. I'm going to go ahead and go into a crouch. Then from the crouch, I'm using my hands to lift up. I'm going onto my toes, and I'm going to hold this position for a minute. My arms overhead. This feels fantastic. And then I'm going to drop my arms back down and gently lift up. That feels good. And then I'm going to go back and do another butterfly. Butterfly is just amazing. Whew. And that's it for today. Just remember that balance is a very personal thing. Other people may make their lives look easy, but we know that their lives are probably not as easy as it looks. Maybe they just have better balance. So for me, balance is how I give, how I receive, how I give myself a little time every day, how I give others time every day, how I hold up what I care about and how I hold up what I love, and how I focus my energy. And balance is also the art of what you hold on to and what you let go. There are a lot of things in the world that present headwinds for us, especially emotional headwinds. And, you know, we can feel buffeted by the news or buffeted by politics or family illness or whatever it is. There's always a headwind. And how we tack or move our sail so that we can avoid that wind or use that wind is very important. And so I think that this year, it's not that I haven't had challenges, it's that I have been able to take those challenges, give them the energy that I can, and then give myself some energy as well and focus on some of the things that aren't challenging, some of the things that are giving me joy. And because I'm feeding myself joyful things every day, be it a book, be it, I love cartoons, I read a lot of cartoons, I draw cartoons myself, they give me a lot of joy. You know, so I love flowers, I give myself a flower every day. So these sorts of things are feeding me so that I can handle the hard stuff. So that is balance, and it's been a good lesson for me. And it's a lesson that really was grounded in this practice, in just my daily 10 minutes a day workouts. So anyway, Merry Christmas. It's 6 days till Christmas, and I hope you're enjoying your holidays, whatever you celebrate. If it's Christmas, if it's Kwanzaa, whatever it is, enjoy it, love it, and feel enriched by your holidays. I'll see you tomorrow.